Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. I've put on a jacket. It is a little brisk. I have driven almost 450 miles, leaving very early this morning. It's currently after 2 p.m. Made pretty good time, but drove in the pouring rain for many, many hours to arrive. Oh, it is now starting to come down again in Cleveland, Ohio, at just in time for Halloween, a Christmas Story House. It is the Christmas Story House. However, the movie, the name is A Christmas Story. I have been here before. It was well over 5 years ago or so that I stopped off here, passing through, but I'm here for a little longer this time. In fact, I have booked the entire homestead by myself. I will be staying here for the evening. I'm inviting you to join me. Oh yes. Shall you? Check-in is not for another half hour or so, and you can see it really fits in to the neighborhood. I'm gonna go inside the gift shop, get everything arranged. I believe a tour also comes with the accommodation price. And I believe I could go upstairs until 5 or 5:30 when the tours end, and then after that, the whole facility is mine. Made it inside here, and there is quite a bit of merchandise. For $24.99 you can get a cutout. They have blankets, towels, plenty of leg lamp accessories. Oh my gosh, look at this right here. This says Pink Nightmare. Themed Pez dispensers as well, and keychains. Good old Cleveland Street. Right there, there's plenty of Triple Dog Dare You merchandise. I'm not seeing a price on the entire outfit. The cap up here says $16.99. I'm just gonna opt for the magnet. $4.99 for my refrigerator. Nice little souvenir I can take home with me. Oh my gosh, look how stinking cute these are down here. All right, all checked in. Go to the top of the stairs and give you not a room tour, but a third, I've already put some of my stuff here on the table, the third floor loft, which I have accessibility to until about 5:30, and then the whole house. Actually, I guess it'd be 3.5 floors up there, because that's like the attic area. The kitchen is as follows. Got a microwave here. You got the stove right over there. It has a Keurig, which is very, very nice. Sink. Fridge with the bottle opener there. You can look out at the other facility there, which is also rentable across the way. And the second floor is right out there, but since they're doing the tours, I'm going to show you that in a moment. Go up the stairs. Gave me a rundown of some of the rules. Once I have access to everything a little later, they say the main leg lamp downstairs, do not turn that off. I would imagine they probably have the film on DVD over there. Step up from that, it's Blu-ray. Well, that's Christmas Story 2. Hey, that's the sequel. Oh, there we go, DVD. Christmas Story, and some other Christmas films, as well as the games down there. Got the poster here on the wall, and this is where I will be slumbering in here. Very, very nice. Oh, let's see what this does. Let's see what this is out here. Oh, out onto the street. There's the tree. Down there's the mailbox. Very nice. All right, got to get back and meet up with the tour, the 3:15 tour. See the rest of the house. Just get a little information, and then later, it'll just be me in here. They gave me this when I checked in as well. This is the ticket for the tour. It's included in. So the $15 is included in the price.
Welcome to the Christmas Story House. Now, have everybody seen the movie? Yeah. Did everybody actually enjoy the movie? Yeah. Do anybody know who the writer and the director is of this movie? Any guesses? Now, Gene Shepherd was born in Hammond, Indiana between the 1930s and 40s. Real life situations of stories that was based off real life situations. He soon later decided to turn his stories into print. So he's most famous for his book now, In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash, which is available in a gift shop if anybody want to go ahead and read it. I don't like doing too much reading, but if y'all like to read, you can go ahead and read that book. Now, we do have our director, who is Bob Clark. Now, Bob Clark is known for his B-rated horror films. He actually produced Black Christmas, as well as Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things, and of course we might know Porky's, if anybody's seen Porky's. He
I just watched it, I was not supposed to.
Yeah. Now, this was a low-budget movie of about only $3 million, and GM Studios agreed to give him $2.5 million with only an agreement of doing a Porky's sequel. Bob Clark said, okay, I'll give you a Porky's sequel, and I'm going to use about approximately $150,000, which he did make from the Porky sequel. He used it towards the rest of the budget for a Christmas Story film. One was finding a great location that reminded Gene Shepherd of his still town-like home. Now, when they seen this house, they instantly fell in love with it because, for one, it reminded Gene Shepherd of his childhood home, and secondly, it was the only house on the street that still looked like it was about in the 30s and 40s, between the 30s and 40s.
It's pretty amazing that not only that is there in the window, but also over there the fireplace. Still, obviously it's in the same spot like everything else, but still intact. Now, they were saying everything in here is a reproduction, but we're going to go over to a museum after this and see some real props from the film.
It was in the winter of 1983, and between January and March, it did not snow in Cleveland, not one time. So they had to use key ingredients to be able to create the snow for the movie. And the key ingredients were firefighter foam, soap suds, and instant mashed potato flakes. So when you see the scenes where it's snowing outside, that is somebody on the roof shaking the mashed potato flakes. Now, that is because 15% of the movie was filmed in this house, 45% in Cleveland overall, and the rest was filmed in Toronto, Canada on a soundstage. Okay, so next time when you're able to see out any of these windows in the movie, out the front door or the back door, that scene was filmed here in the house. When you are not able to see out the windows, it was filmed in Toronto, Canada on a soundstage.
They just mentioned that this is the original shed as well that's still standing. Go around the other side here.
What are you looking at? Yeah, so that is Bob Clark, the director.
Major award.
Yes, that's a major award. Yeah, so that's because it was set in 1934. Yeah. So that's the house. And the thing is, this was part of the gift shop. We didn't have that gift shop, but of course, as you can see, it's so small, so he did expand it out a little bit. All these properties, the Bumpus House as well, which is available for rent if anybody ever want to be there, is very beautiful inside. The Christmas Story House is always available for rent as well. Expensive, but it is what it is.
So how we feeling? How we doing? Feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. So welcome to the Christmas Story Museum, home to all the original props and costumes from the movie. Now, before we start, do anybody think this is the original lamp from the movie?
Probably not.
Why you say no?
I don't know.
This is one of all the real props and costumes.
Because it broke on
Oh yeah, that's right. It did.
Yeah, I know. Yes, they are right though. It is not the original lamp. You are right. There were 3 made for the movie. 2 of them were broken, which we do see in the movie, and the other one has went missing. And if you do know where it's at, if it's in any of your basement's closet,
Sell it back here.
I'm talking to you. I know you got it in your closet. You can bring it to us. And also, some things you might not find in here is the bunny suit and the cowboy suit. And the cowboy suit, because Peter Billingsley decided he wanted to keep them as well.
These are the screen used props and costumes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And even though inside the home itself are recreations, it is pretty awesome that they have a lot of this stuff still over here in a separate little museum.
Three attachments, which are the compass, the sundial engraved on the side, and the tassel that's on the left-hand side because Peter Billingsley was left-handed. And there were 6 actually made for the movie. Peter Billingsley has one. A director who does not want to be named, he or she has one. And we have one. It's an exact model.
So it is an authentic 1941 fire truck.
Yes. The other one, the original one, is in Toronto, Canada. Chippewa Falls.
Yeah, Chippewa Falls.
Chippewa Falls.
Pretty neat. It's even neater to think that I'm going to be slumbering in this evening. Right? It's kind of tough for me to wrap my head around. They also rent out the Bumpus House as well, which is just next door. One of the guides was saying when they were scouting for the film, they could not find the owner and went inside the Rowley Inn, this bar here, and eventually found the owner, offered him, I believe it was 10 grand to rent it for production. He didn't want his house to be used. They said after a few drinks, he accepted the check, and the rest is history. I kind of wonder throughout the course of the evening how many people will either drive by here. I think the gates will be closed. There's a side entrance over there that I'm parked at through the fence. I can go in through the back entrance, but I believe these here will be locked. But I'm sure a lot of people will probably pull up here, jump out. The porch is allowed even without paying for the tour. Anybody can walk up here, get a picture with the leg lamp. I'm sure throughout the course of every day, plenty of people will drive up here, get a photo. Back upstairs, I brewed some coffee, and sitting here on the couch for the next 90 minutes, gonna watch this. Just need to press play on the remote. There it is. After rewatching the entire film, noticed a couple things, like the intro with the credit sequence at the beginning. You could see in the distance there that factory. See, that still looks the same with the smokestacks as well. And the neighbor's house, even though it's been repainted, was seen in a couple of the frames as well. There was an old broken down car right there. Parking lot has been cleaned up quite a bit. This tree is the same one, even though it was much smaller then, but the way the branches angle. And it was from this perspective that the credit showed the narrator, Gene Shepard, which, a fun fact, also narrates the Carousel of Progress, Disney's Carousel of Progress. Same guy, and co-writer of A Christmas Story. Also at the start, when they run across what is now the gift shop, was also seen, and the side of this angle building too, when they run down the sidewalk over on that side. Same houses. Even down the block still remain the same. It'll take a moment to focus in there, but yeah, even the structure's identical to this day. Down the sidewalk a ways is where the brother fell over right here in the snow and rolled around, couldn't get back up. You can really tell because of the staircase leading up to both of these and the bottom of that porch over there, which was like kind of an empty hole, just to match it up just a bit. The two stairs there. Yep, that's about it, right about there. On a couple of occasions he would run down, check the mailbox. I believe in that empty lot between these two homes used to be another house. Also, the mailbox was originally right here at this side of the front of the house, next to the hedge. It was about at this angle on the front porch where the dream sequence was when Ralphie went back to see his parents. The front door is directly behind me. And the father comes home and pulls his car up right here. Ralphie was looking out of that window, and the angle is looking down. You see the top portion of the overhang here, looking down at the vehicle with the dogs running all around. And then, still using the exterior, the father goes in through here with the dogs, kind of yelling and screaming at him, the neighbor to come get his dogs. Also, the wraparound porch, well, 3/4 of the way wrapped around, could be seen when the delivery man brings in the leg lamp right through here and goes through the door, brings it in and places it right on the other side of this. During another dream sequence, the camera angle pointed out of the back screen door and over here to the shed, which is still the same. I mentioned that a little earlier, but there used to be a pole, like a power pole, right here where that smaller tree is. And one of the bandits, well, there's one that's like kind of dangling on top of a tire swing, but then there's another one that's crawling down, upside down, on a pole that was right there. And the pole's gone, but this is kind of what I'm referring to. You can see how just right there. And then as it pans out to the right is the shed. Going out of the accommodations kitchen, you go into the restroom, as well as a recreation over here of the brothers' room, which in reality they didn't film anything in here. It was much smaller, but they have done a heck of a job with all of this, really giving it the proper ambiance. It looks out over to the main road. The porch will be directly below. I am assuming that this window was used where Ralphie was looking out at his dad arriving. Maybe either out this window or that one. I'm going to say probably that one there when you see the neighbor's dogs. Yeah, this is totally the angle. Pulled up right there. Neighbor's dogs over there running around. They were loose. Just running around out of there. That's the angle. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. He took a seat right there. Now this was not where they filmed that. That was on a set. However, you know, if you watch that back carefully, the sink would have been over here. This wall would have been extended the way they built the set. But looking into here where she's on the telephone over there, looks really close. They might have used just out there into the staircase a little bit, but that could have been a set as well, because when it pans back and you see all that, I'm gonna pass. Done my best to decipher what was a set versus what was the realistic location, and I believe I've got it figured out. When the dog's ear gets shut in the door, that was here. And then turning this way into the living room in the same frame, that was also here, as well as when the delivery of this particular item took place, and he climbed inside the box, which was much bigger than this. That was also here on site in Cleveland. However, the kitchen was not here, as well as the dining room, which would have been where this wall is. That would extend in also where he was going to work on the furnace, around the closet there. That was back in that way, which would have been a set. And I'm also leaning towards when he walked down in the pink suit, which you would assume would have been right here. But I also believe that was a set and not in the physical location, because if you angle it up, you could see this section up here was open with another railing, and the door over here was closer to this. It could be, but my first impression is that they did that in a studio. Even though, dang, that looks really close. The giveaway is there's no door here. This is the end of the home. And you watch the movie, that extends out another section, like another 10 feet into the dining room. But where you see the fireplace and Christmas tree would have been here where the lamp is later on throughout the film. This would have been moved in the Christmas tree. Also, there's the debacle there of all the different outlets. Also, this window here, if you notice a couple times, there's the 1, 2, 3 sections, another window over there. But if you watch back, this middle portion dividing them is about 4 feet wide in the set they built. That wants to open on its own. The brother is like hiding down in there. But he can't keep that door closed. Also, the tile is the same design as well. Nice. If you would have told me years ago in my youth that I would be standing in this home holding a full-size leg lamp in where they filmed the movie, I don't know if I would have believed you. Pretty dang awesome. They really have gone the extra mile with this place. Even with the tour, which was, the tour's only $15. You don't have to do like I did and stay on site, stay in a room overnight, which is a little pricey. In a way, it wasn't planned for me to stay here. I looked to see if they had anything available, and they did, and the price was better than it would be if I would have waited until December. So I said, heck it, I heard about a year ago that they were doing this, and I thought, why not? Just go ahead and do it. So I did. And I'm really glad, because they have done a heck of a job. There's the radio where they were camped out there. Yeah, this is awesome. And in the time I've been here, the last few hours, there's been probably 20 to 30 groups of people after hours standing on the road getting photographs. And they're probably all thinking, how did that guy get in there? Well, they might know, but so awesome. I forgot to mention I did buy some of that fudge. And look how they have adorned the cabinets in the kitchen. Out in the backyard again, noticing the tippy top there of the shed, but you see he was standing right up there. Fell off, and also one of the others jumped over this fence. The fence has been redone, and hopped on the back of a horse and rode off. There's that factory in the distance there, and could not end this without showing around this point where Ralphie broke his glasses right down here. And I was also noticing that the backside, not the backside of water, but the backside of a Christmas Story house used to have a double window right there. And you know, obviously this is all new. However, down here into the basement, that still remains. And if you look at the correlation of those bricks, you'll notice there's a kind of a longer one and a shorter one, and those can be seen if you rewatch where Ralphie is right down here and starts crying about how the icicle fell off the roof and broke his glasses, and his mom comes out right before the dogs ran off with the meal. It was right about there. And they have recreated this little archway and the signage there that ricocheted off, bounced back towards him. Oh yeah, there used to be a double window right there. That's what I was referring to with the brickwork and the window there, the base of the door. And the double window right there. It used to be there at one point. This angle was taken out of those double windows at the shed. Got a little awning right there. That's the same awning right there, the side of the shed. That's gonna do it for today. If you're new here, please subscribe. By doing so, helps keep you in the loop and update on future uploads here on this channel. Take it a step further, ring that notification bell, and if you enjoyed this particular episode, give it a big thumbs up. Lets me know you care. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.